Right. Okay. Well, hello, good morning, afternoon, and good night, depending on what part of the world you're in. It is Wednesday, July 3rd for me. Uh, and we're going to be going through our analysis. I think we're going to recap a little bit. We're going to look at the pairs we talked about on Sunday. Is that right, Barry?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so we're gonna kind of go back to those pairs and see how our analysis panned out from Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Before we begin, we just want to remind you of the rules. We only have one of you with us today, but hello to you and hello to anyone who's watching the replay. Just a reminder just to keep your mic on mute. We're gonna let Barry go through his analysis. If you have any questions, you can save the questions for the end of the analysis. And then at the end of the analysis, you're welcome to put your questions about trading, or if you want to pair any pairs for us to look at, you could put those pairs in the chat and we can kind of review those together. Let's remember to keep any questions or comments about trading or technical analysis only. Anything regarding support, like your account or payouts or anything like that, just make sure that you send those questions to the support team.
Yes,
Um,
indeed.
but I think we're all set to go. You ready, Barry?
Yes, very much ready.
All right, take over.
Right. So, welcome everyone to our midweek analysis as we go through the pairs that we said we will be in from like Sunday evening. So, already we're looking at Nasdaq 100. I always say this pair always goes up. So, we're looking for a short on Sunday, which actually went a bit our way for a short period of time. I actually entered here where I said we can probably see a pullback, but it did not really pull back to this level over here. It just kept on going to the upside. So, of course, this market always going to the upside, as I always say. So it's still continuing with this uptrend over here. It had, of course, a breakdown to the downside for a short period of time, but it's now continuing all the way to the upside, and we made a new high. So from here, I believe NAS 100 will continue going up. It's been going up for the past 50 years. So yes, we are still going to see some more upside move unless for some odd reason NFP just decides to slump it all the way down. But yeah, that may be a possibility for Friday. We need to keep watch of that because ISM on Tuesday, was it? No, on Monday, it pushed.
Live said, tweeted, twitter.com, Bloomberg.
Let's cancel that. So, last week ISM pushed all the way down, and then ISM again, ISM services pushed this market all the way back up. So that's how I stopped out. So ISM numbers seem to have come out good, as compared to the ISM manufacturing numbers, and that's why we have an uptrend. So as for NAS 100, I'm actually scratching this off. I am not gonna be looking at it. Silver, we said we're gonna look at it to be a short opportunity. Yeah, it's continued moving up. An area to sell was somewhere here as well. But overall, until we probably take out this high, I believe we're still in the short-term downward trend. This may be like a 70% pullback. So we're still watching it. So as for silver, we're just still watching it. Like I said, NFP is what will decide the direction for us, probably for the whole month. And as for silver and gold, because if we also take a look at gold, gold is very close to my stop loss over there, but we have like a pin bar over here. It may be a signal that we may continue going down. Could be, could be not. But like I said, NFP is all we are waiting for this Friday. So overall, this, if you're looking to sell gold, this is a great opportunity for you, since this will be like a very good discounted rate. So like if you enter here, you'll be probably getting a 5-1 if you enter like right now and follow my stop loss over here. But of course, everyone needs to do their own research. But as for me, I am still looking at gold to still be shorting till tomorrow and on Friday, since we're gonna have NFP on Friday. So tomorrow there isn't even any US news. So Friday is the only day where we may see some crazy candles like what happened over here, or even this one which happened on NFP day, because overall it just looks like a downtrend. So this coming Friday, I'm hoping that NFP pushes price coming to the downside. If not, I'm just only going to lose like 1% over here. Then the next one we're looking at is Euro USD. My stop was actually supposed to be all the way up here. So it's also the same scenario with gold. Everything is pushing up. So against the US dollar. So I believe this is just something that is putting the market in play for Friday. So as Friday comes in, we'll know what's exactly happening. This is not a coincidence where we have two pin bars. So again, I could be wrong, but overall, my bias is still short. My stop loss is still all the way up here. So us hitting the stop loss is probably 40% chance that we may hit the stop loss, but 60% we're definitely coming down here to take out all of these lows. I'm probably aiming for this previous support level over here. So you can keep that on your radar as well. But overall, gold is a great opportunity for anyone who's looking to short it with a very low risk to reward. Yeah, so next pair is USD Mexican peso. We're still looking at it basically to short as well. Overall, we may see price to come all the way down here to 1780. Further movement even somewhere to this support level. But overall, our first target is over here at 1780. We talked about it on Sunday. And yeah, on Sunday, ever since we talked about it coming all the way down, it slightly went up, then dropped further. So overall, it's back where I entered. So obviously, we're looking to push the market all the way down here, probably for tomorrow, so that if NFP does come out strong with US dollar, we'll still probably be in this trade, or we would have taken out the take profit here. So apart from that, let's look at also the other pairs that we are not yet in, but will most likely enter later on. So we also have USD yen. It already had a push down here, like just a few hours ago. So overall, it has continued been pushing up, but most likely we may be looking for a pullback to the 160 level. If not the 160 level, like I said on Sunday, we'll be probably targeting this pin bar over here as a major pullback. So we may be also looking for that for as an entry area. But for now, we're just watching US dollar versus the yen. Same scenario with pound yen. Pound yen has also been pushing strongly to upside, but we are looking for a pullback to this area of 201 where there's this pin bar. So same scenario, USD yen, pound yen, we're looking to target this pin bar over here. But of course, we do not want to go against the current trend. We do not know how far this may push. Can even go as far as 207. But like I said, I'm still looking for a pullback to this area. That's when probably we can be looking for some long opportunities. Then last but not least is CAD Swiss, we already hit take profits. Also, this one, we're looking for a pullback, probably into this area, since this is where there was a lot of consolidation. So we may have the market pull back to this area over here. So this is probably an area of interest. So once we come into this area, we may be looking for a long opportunity, probably even targeting this level over here. But right now, I believe CAD Swiss is targeting this pin bar. So we continue watching that. But overall, our entries should be a break of a trend. So we need to have at least a downward trend over here. Then we have like a trend line which we can draw on. Then once it breaks the upside, we can look to enter the market again. But of course, we're still targeting this box area, which is an area of interest as consolidation. So we're just waiting for a pullback. Overall, I'm just in 3 trades. Don't need to be more because this is our watch list. This is our main watch list, where there's USD Mexican, USD Yen, Euro Dollar, CAD Swiss, Pound Yen, and Gold. So overall, we're just in half of those of the watch list. So this is all for our analysis today. We do hope the best for all of you. But now I guess I can take some questions and also probably some pairs that we can look at. So you can just type into the chat box what pairs you would like me to analyze before we end this session. Okay, how do I spot liquidity on the charts? Okay, well, liquidity is always there. If there wasn't any liquidity, you wouldn't even be able to close a position. But at every point, there is liquidity because everyone is buying and selling every single second. Even robots are buying and selling every single second. So there's liquidity at every point. But if you're looking for areas of interest, that's maybe what you mean, areas of interest. So if you're looking to spot areas of interest, you need to look for areas where there was consolidation. Those are places that the market can reverse to, or gaps. Like on euro dollar, we had a gap when we came to Sunday. You see this over here? Yes, so we had this gap over here, then the market came all the way down to fill it. So this was an area of interest for the market to come back down to, but it's not all the time that the market comes back to gap areas, but it's mostly just sometimes comes back to those areas. Like over here, we had a gap, market came all the way up here. Sometimes it can even take years to fill a gap, but gaps do get filled over time. So that's an area of interest as well. So also consolidation areas. So like, for example, in euro dollar, this was a consolidation area. So the market is obviously going to push a little bit up, but going to come back into this area. So that's why I say on euro dollar, we may still be coming back all the way down because this is an area of interest where there's consolidation. And pin bars are also areas of interest where the market comes back to retest. So for example, this is a pin bar over here. The market went all the way up, came back there. So you just need to look for those type of things. As you say, spotting liquidity, but I call them areas of interest because liquidity is when you can liquidate your positions at any time. So liquidity is always there, especially on euro dollar. Yeah, you're welcome. Any pairs you'd like us to look at that would be of interest before we end the meeting? Okay, pound dollar. Same scenario with euro dollar, though it didn't even have any gaps, but we are in a very strong downtrend. This downtrend obviously got broken over here, but if you're looking to short this market, if you already shorted it from here and took your profits probably all the way down here, that's fine. But if you're looking to short this market again, we'll definitely be looking for a trend line to be broken here. So what we may possibly be looking for is for the candle to come down all the way here, make a new higher high like that. Then we can plot a trend line over here that will be able to guide us on when we can short this market. So when we have like a downward candle that breaks this trend line, then we can look to short pound dollar. But as for now, if you're looking to buy pound dollar, this is still fine, since overall this was the first break of the trend line. Then this was like a second break over here. So it retraced a bit, then started going all the way up. This would have been your first target, taking profit. Then this will be like your second target over here. Then lastly, your third target will be here. So it all depends on what you're looking for in pound dollar. Others have already gotten out of this market over here on this resistance. So that's probably why the market is now reversing over here slightly. But we could be wrong. It can come slightly down, then start to move all the way up, then take out this high. Then we have a push down to the downside. But overall, my bias on pound dollar is to short it. So I'm just patiently waiting for this market to continue going up, then probably short it over here when it breaks the trend line. Then we can be aiming for breaking the previous lows. Any other final pair that we can look at before we end this session? Any other pair of interest? Okay, right. So since that is all, thank you very much for your questions, and we wish you a great trading week. Hope you crush it with NFP, and yeah, stay safe while you're trading. We will get together once again on Sunday and look on how the market performed these future 2 days of Thursday and Friday, and see what we can also anticipate for the following week. As for now, thank you very much, and I will be seeing you and everyone else in the next meeting. Bye-bye.